Good morning. My name is Shreya Patidar. In this video, we will cover internal first section D, compatibility and pairing collaboration analytics. Here question a student collaboration dataset contains student A, B, C, gender, male and female and skill 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now, here we have to construct the contingency matrix for A, B, AC and BC. As we know that here skill are asymmetric where P equals to 1 and N equals to 0 and gender is symmetric. Now first we should know the what is contingency matrix. Contingency matrix format is used in statics to display the frequency distribution of two or more categorical variables. So our contingency table between A and B, first of all, we have to create this table from the given data set. Here skill 1, 2, 3 and 4 is given. Between student A and B, as we see here, between student A and B, skill 1 is N and N. Here N represent to the 0. So we place 0 on the place of N. Similarly, we will place skill 2, skill 3 and skill 4 by checking our original data set. Now with the help of this table, we will construct our contingency table between B and A. So we have two cases, one is 1 and other is 0. So now when B is 1 and A is 1, yes, there are two cases, skill 2 and skill 3, both of them between A and B are 1 and 1. So we will place here 2 because there are total number cases 2. Now, now when B is 1 and A is 0, B is 1 and A is 0, there is no case, so we will place here 0. Similarly, for when B is 0 and A is 1, there is no case in this table, so we will place 0. Now, the last one, when B is also 0 and A is also 0, yes, there are two cases where both of A and B are 0. So we place here 2. When we add this row and the column, we will get sum which is 4. Now creating the contingency table between A and C. Similarly, we will first create this table with the help of the given data set. Now, we already know that skill 1, 2, 3, 4 and we have to create the table between A and C. So from the given data set, we will substitute points between A and C. Skill 1 for A is N and for skill 1 for C is P. N represented the 0 and P represented the 1. So we place here 0 and 1. The remaining skill 2, skill 3 and skill 4, similarly we will use same method to fill this table. Now we will create the contingency table between C and A. There are two cases where C can be 1 or 0. Similarly for A can be 1 or 0 when C is 1 and A is 1. C is 1, A is 1. There is no case where C and A both of them are 1. So we place here 0. Now when C is 1 and A is 0, yes, there are two cases where C is 1, where C is 1, skill 1 and skill 4 having where C is 1 and A having 0. Yes, there are two cases, so we place here 2. Similarly, we will check 0, 1 case and 0, 0 case, and with the help of this table, we will substitute this count number of counts here, and when we sum the row and the column, we will get our sum 4. As when we calculate the column, our sum is 4. When we calculate our sum row wise, also then sum is same, which is 4. Now creating the table between B and C. To create the table between B and C, we will create the similar table as here with the help of the given data set between skill 1, 2, 3, 4 for student B and C. As we can see here for student B, our skill 1 is N and for C, our skill 1 is P, which is 0 and 1. We substitute here 0 and 1. Remaining skill 2, 3, 4 we will check from our given table and fill it. Now creating the contingency table. To create the contingency table, to create the contingency table, as we substitute values from the given table where both C and B are having 1. There is no case where C and B both are 1. So we will place here 0. Now where C is 1 and B is 0. Yes, C is 1, B is 0. There are two cases. So we will place here 2. Similarly, we will check for 0, 1 and the 0, 0 cases, and adding the row and adding the column, we will get our sum as 4. Now creating the contingency matrix with the help of this tables. Now creating the contingency matrix between A and B with the help of this table, we create the matrix, which is 2 cross 2 square matrix, which consists of 2 0 0 2. Similarly, AC, which is 0 2 2 0, square matrix of 2 cross 2 order, and similarly BC, which is also a square matrix of order 2 cross 2, having same as AC has 0 2 and 2 0. Now in the B part, we have to compute the invariant dissimilarity between the pairs. To calculate the invariant dissimilarity between pair, we will use Jacquard formula to calculate. As we know, the formula is f10 plus f01 upon f11 plus f10 plus 01. As we know that there are two cases where we found dissimilarity, that is 01 or 10 case. So with the help of this following table, we substitute the values here. And get the dissimilarity between A and B is 0. Similarly, between A and C and B and C, we will use table between A and C to substitute the values here. And similarly, for B and C, we will use this table to substitute the values here. So we get the dissimilarity for AC and BC, which is same, equivalent to 1. Now, for in the question C, we have to compute non-invariant dissimilarity. To calculate the non-invariant dissimilarity, we have formula the number of mismatches upon K. There are two cases where we found mismatches, that is 1 0 and 0 1 case upon K. Here gender is not included, only skills are included. Now pair AB, BC and AC. As we know that there are no mismatches between A and B, so we will place here 0. Now between B and C, as we can see that all the pairs are different, so we will place here 4. Now between A and C, as we see here, all the pairs differ, so we will place here 4. When we substitute these values into the formula, we will get the dissimilarity between pairs, that is 0, 1 and 1. As we observe from this, that AB has no mismatches, but BC and AC having mismatches. There all the attributes mismatches. Now in the D part, we have to suggest the best and the worst collaboration of the pair. As from the part B and C, we observe that AB has no dissimilarity, means they have same skills, but BC and AC having no having dissimilarities, it means that they have no skills that match. In the last part, we have to include gender also and find the compatibility. So our formula is number of mismatches upon 5, because here we had included our gender. Now from the original data set, we check that between A and B, our gender differ, the remaining all the things are similar. So here only one factor that differ, that is gender. So mismatches is 1. For AC, here as we can see here, between A and C, our gender is similar, but all other skills are different. And between B and C, our gender differ, plus our all the skills also differ. So between B and C, we have total 5 number of mismatches, but between A and C, we have 4 number of mismatches. When we substitute these values into the formula, so we get the similarity between A and B is 1 by 5. Between A and C, we get dissimilarity 4 by 5. And between B and C, we get the dissimilarity 1. Now here AB are more compatible pair, as the dissimilarity is small as compared to AC and BC. Thank you.